Are you worried that the new home that you bought will fall in the next 10-20 years? Don't worry, buildings are designed to last for at least 50-60 years, if not more. But a lot of times, buildings go in for redevelopment. It's very common in a city like Mumbai where the population is high, the land is less, and the property prices are soaring. So what does redevelopment mean exactly? So redevelopment happens when there's an old building, and typically it's a 40-50-year-old building, and the society members decide that they want to redevelop that entire property either by themselves or with a developer, right? So that they get better homes for themselves and they can also maximize the utilization of the new FSI in that area or applicable on that property. So how does that help them? So one is they get a more safe home because it's a structurally more sound property. There are no seepages like how their old house would have been, or there are no structural defects. The second thing is they get better specifications inside their house. It's better tiling, better bathrooms, higher floor to ceiling heights, more ventilation, a lot of things which have changed over the 50 years, they benefit from that. They also benefit financially because when the developer takes over the property and he gives them new homes, he's also giving them some area which is more than what they earlier had. So suppose you had 1,000 square feet in your earlier home. Sometimes developers will give you up to 1,500 square feet. Right? In many cases, they've also given you a second flat in addition. So what that implies is you're getting a second property with a value which is extremely high in the market, which you can choose to sell or rent out. Isn't that a win-win situation for the developer and the property owner? Yes, it is. So how does a developer benefit? So from a developer's perspective, it's very simple. He gets access to a prime property in the city center. He has to build houses and give it to the original property owners, and all he has to incur is the construction cost. And any additional area over and above what he's given to the original property owners is for him to sell in the market and make his profits. And that's why redevelopment in Mumbai is a very, very big business. Cities like Bangalore and Chennai and Hyderabad have not yet seen rampant redevelopment because the high-rise development in Bangalore is a relatively new phenomena. It is not as dated as it would be in Mumbai. But going forward in the next 20 years, you're going to see a lot of redevelopment in cities like Bangalore. The old gated communities which were launched in early 90s are going to be redeveloped into high rises with higher FSI and higher values. So if you're holding on to an old property, don't rush to sell it today at a discount.